What's going on, everybody? What's good? 27 coming in already. What's going on, Mike? How you feeling today? Got 43 people up in here. What's going on, sis? The force in the building. Jonathan, what's good, man? Christian coming all the way from Canada. That's what I'm talking about. Benjamin, what's going on? Hey, Jonathan, I'm working on getting somebody to make my hat. The person who I had doing it stopped making them since the COVID. So I'm trying to find somebody here in Chicago that makes hats. So as soon as I get that, I will let you know, and I will let everybody know. Uh, you know, coming from Hawaii, my man. Oh, you got to see me ad, man. I have to come out there. Shit, Mr. Bean, what's going on? Rhode Island, Massachusetts. I've been to Massachusetts twice. No, I didn't, 3 times. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate it. Been out. I was in Boston, of course, and I was in Mansfield, Massachusetts. Tiffany, what's going on? Tiffany said you need a hat. I'm working on it. Jacob, how you doing, man? Arizona. Shout out to Arizona. I never been to Arizona. I hear a lot of good things about Arizona. I got friends that retired that moved out there. Got a house built from the ground, living real good retirement life. Braille 215 in the building. Jonathan, appreciate it. Man. What's up, Dre? What's going on, man? Fronte just snuck in on me. Steven, what's good, man? Yeah, Tiffany, I'm in Chicago. Jesse come from Akron, Ohio. I've been to Oklahoma, Tulsa, and Oklahoma City. Mike coming all the way from LA. Man, I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. I just came in from running for child support. Oh, Benjamin from England. That's what I'm talking about. It's unfortunate that a lot of y'all from everywhere that's dealing with the baby mama terrorists. I wish I could say, yeah, y'all know, you know what I'm saying, it's all good, but I know these baby mama terrorists, they worldwide, man. I already know. Tony, what's up, bro? Come from Detroit, the D, man. Detroit is coming up, man. Straight up. Yeah, it's worldwide, Mike. Y'all already know, what I want to talk about. I want to celebrate Dr. Dre and Dre Day. Timothy from North Carolina. Oh, shout out to North Carolina. I drove through there. I never stopped through. I was in South Carolina recently. She used to be in New York. Oh yeah. Oh, New York, yeah. Back and forth. I used to go back and forth. Me and my cousin, me and my manager go back and forth to New York. I love New York. Oh, so how long you gonna be in Chicago? We gotta link up. If you're gonna be this weekend, I'll be off. I'll be off Sunday. I'll be able to come out. Christopher coming all the way from Mississippi. My mom's from Shibuda, Mississippi. I don't know if you up on Shibuda, but Shibuda is like 30 minutes away from Meridian, Mississippi. Over there around south of the Delta. I think it's around Quitman, Waynesboro, all around them areas. I was practically raised out there as well in the country part. But Enforcer, let me know how long you're gonna be out here. Oh, for good. Oh yeah, we definitely gotta link up. You back on the block? Jacob, do they still have the Taste in the City? They didn't have it this year because of COVID that I know of. They didn't do it because I stopped going to Taste a long time ago. It's normal to us, but they didn't do it for COVID. Oh well, you got to inbox me your information. Where you at then? Hey, I appreciate y'all tuning in. This is a celebration for Dr. Dre. This is Dre Day celebration. So let me put in my intro and then we'll get this thing started. Let's get this thing started. Self-made, self-paid. I do for self, I do for self. What the fuck, and everybody else. I'm Mr. Palmer, Yeah, it's got to make sure that fair use is out here because YouTube, even Facebook, well, especially YouTube, they quick to talk about that. You know, you're using somebody else info and video and stuff like that, and it's all fair usage. What's going on, everybody? I'm your host, Mr. Palmer, and what I want to talk to y'all today is about Dr. Dre and his legal battles with the baby mama Terrence Nicole, who was trying to get it said it was $2 million, but now it looked like it was 1.5. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate Chris. I got a whole song with that. That's a whole song, man. That's just the hook. The guy sitting down like Kanye. That's supposed to be me. Dude did his best. DJ Moss, what's going on? But what I want to talk to y'all is about Dr. Dre, who's been going at it with his estranged wife, Nicole Young. I don't know if y'all aware, but before she tried to get $2 million in spousal support, and the list that she had that she needed for was stupid. Matter of fact, I'm gonna find that, and then we'll get on to the judge dismissing what she basically wanted. Let me find see if I can find that $2 million bullshit. Let me see. $2 million. Yeah, she wanted $2 million a month. Let me see. And this was supposed to be temporary support. I'm trying to see if I can find the list. Yeah, I'm gonna let you check it out, y'all. Some of y'all seen this before. Mike from Tucson, Arizona. That's what's up. Let me see. All right, y'all. What y'all see right here? This one, she wanted the $2 million per month in temporary support. I don't know what person think they deserve to get $2 million a month from another party just because they got the money, even though she's the one who did the divorce. But I'm gonna read to y'all what she want this money for and let you know how stupid and how dumb these baby mama terrorists are. It's all about the money. They've been married for, I believe, for 24 years or 20 years, something like that. What's up, Daniel Gaines? Shout out to you. She filed for the divorce. She didn't want to be with him for whatever reason. She divorced him, but yet she want half of his money. But because, oh yeah, it's Dre Day, BK. It's Dre Day. It's Dre Day today. We celebrating. Because one, it's in California. You know, California is the mecca of 50-50. They don't care about your prenup. And for them to, it's not over with, y'all, but for them to cut off the spousal support for the $2 million a month, either he got some great lawyers or he got a good judge that's about what's right and what makes sense, you know. But I'm gonna read this along. Here we go. Nicole Young, the estranged wife of music mogul Dr. Dre, who filed for divorce a couple of months ago, is asking for nearly $2 million a month for temporary spouse support and another $5 million in lawyer fees, according to TMZ. Oh, well, I made a mistake. I said it was $2 million. They said nearly $2 million. Okay. That's $10,000 a month. Oh, here we go right here. Yeah, world's dumbest terrorist. Let me put that up for you. I agree. Now, this is what she want. $10,000 a month for laundry and cleaning. What laundry and cleaning she really doing for $10,000 a month? Shout out to Jose. Yeah, fuck the system. She want $10,000 a month for laundry and cleaning. Ain't enough clothes and shit in the house in the world to be paying you $10,000 a month to clean anything. She also won $135,000 a month in clothes. $135,000 a month in clothes. She wants $60,000 a month for education, tuition, and living expenses. I want y'all to hear this again. She wants $60,000 a month for education and tuition and living expenses. Now, I don't even think Harvard is worth that. I mean, Harvard yearly is what? about $70,000 a year in education. If you want to go to Harvard or what's the other one? You got Harvard, you got what's the other college? Princeton. They not even charging that much, $60,000 a month for education. Are you serious? I think they like $70,000, $80,000 a year. What the fuck you need $60,000 a month for education for? And I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna tell you after I read all this. But that $60,000 a month for education, you should have got that shit when you was with him. All right, she won $125,000 a month in charitable contributions. So you want him to give you $125,000 for donation. So he give you $125,000. Yeah, Stanford. That's another high ass school. It ain't cost no $60,000 a month. She won $125 a month for charitable contributions. Yale, yeah, a lot of money. But it ain't cost no $60,000 a month. Columbia, Duke, I agree. It ain't none of them shits $60,000 a month. It might be per year. It might be more than that, but it's not no $6,000 a month for education. But listen, y'all, she won $125,000 a month for charitable contributions. So you want him to give you $125,000 for you to give it some preacher or some dumbass coat or whatever the fuck out of his money so you could donate and spend his money. It's all about spending his money up. Then she say $100,000 a month for mortgage. Yeah, the mortgage might be $100,000 a month. You know, it might be. And then look, she want $20,000 a month for telephone, cell phone, and email. I didn't know emails cost. Do emails cost? Do they got emails that cost? And if they do, I forgot all about Oxford. But do you got emails that cost? Do you pay money for emails? I thought emails was free. And I don't know what telephone or cell phone bill that's gonna be $20,000 a month. Who you calling? It must be them sex lines or something. And you must be on the phone every day, all day, and fall asleep for it to be $20,000 a month for a cell phone, telephone, and an email. What up, Mark? Somebody, you pay somebody else send the emails out. Yeah, it still ain't worth no $20,000 though, bro. Now here we go. They already have a dispute going about the prenup, which she reportedly claims she felt pressure to sign. TMZ says the wife's legal documents also claim he was violent in the past. I'll be killing with this shit. Dre, whose full name is Andre Nicole Young, has a Forbes estimated worth for $800 million. Now, this is my thing. Now, for anybody that I'm just gonna say these baby mama terrorists, women, because majority of women do divorce. I think it's what 78% of divorces is majority women. But what kills me about women that's doing divorces, and I ain't talking about justified divorce. I'm talking about bullshit divorces because you tired of them, or you moving on, or you got what you want, or you went past the prenup like Janet Jackson did. She went past the 5 years and ended up getting half his shit. I mean, why you in this wife 85%, Todd? Okay, appreciate it. 85% of women divorce the husband. It's not the husband that's running away from marriage. And I'm not talking about, like I say, the justified marriage, like infidelity, cheating, and stuff like that. I'm talking about the ones that I'm tired of being with dude. The time is right. We got 2 kids. I can leave now, or the prenup is outdated now. I can get half. It's time to go. You know, the Janet Jackson move. Now, what I don't understand is you got the nerve to actually think that once we break up, go through a divorce, that you deserve to get half of my money. I don't get that. You think that you deserve to get half of my money. Mind you, when she came in with Dre was rich. He wasn't $800,000 rich, but he was rich. So she only been with him for like 20 years. She wasn't with him from day one when he was trying to get in the game, when he was with the world-class wrecking crew before he got with NWA. She came in when he was doing his thing. And the sad part is a lot of these baby mama terrorists do this shit. Look at Tracy Morgan. He got what, one kid? I think one kid with her, and then 5 years later she getting divorced. She wanted a divorce. Luke, his wife, they've been married for 12 years. She wanted a divorce. Now they saying, now from what he said, he's saying that it's not no bad blood. He just trying to get his mind right because he was blindsided. But I'm just saying, all of a sudden you want a divorce. So hopefully in his situation, he don't have to go through child support because they do got one child and alimony. Hopefully it just be, hey, you do you, I do me, you take care of the kid, equal parent time, that's that. Hopefully. But in this situation, it's obvious that this baby mama terrorist, she don't want him no more for whatever reason, but she won't have his money. And she actually thought that because even though they separated, that she's entitled for him to still take care of her ass. Once we break up or separated and we cutting ties, and especially on bad terms, I'm not finna give you my black card, because she made issues about him taking away the black card and cutting out the accounts and all that. Why would I keep my accounts for you and you want to divorce me for whatever the reason is? I don't see why any rich celebrity want to get married anyway. These prenups is not guaranteed. I mean, it's definitely good to have, but as you see, she tried to pull that, I was threatened, he forced me, and all that jive. If you rich, you got money, or got a big company that's big and making money, my advice to you, don't even get married. I'm married, and I'm telling you, if you're a millionaire, you making all that money, don't get married. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of men now are taking the red pill, going MGTOW, not even thinking about marriage because of shit like this. She is treating him, you would think she's some young ass girl fight for child support, but she stayed with him. The kids are grown, so she can't get child support, but she actually thought she was gonna get half. Now the course is not over with. He just won the first round, which is the big thing, which was $1.5 million a month for temporary spouse support. You know what I'm saying? Now let's get on to the other part, the good part, up to date. Let me see if I can find. Let me get, where's it at? All right, here we go. Let me bring this on. Oh yeah, another thing, you're right. She also, they had a business account together with a record label. I don't know what, I forgot the name of the record label, Radio One or something like that. She went and took 360 something thousand out of that account. But the lawyers, they told her she had so many days to put that money back in there, or she would get charged with embezzlement and stealing. See, it's one thing if y'all got a personal account and both y'all names on it, and one go in there, take it, run off with it, ain't nothing you can do about it because the name's on it. But when it's a business account, a legit business, you can't just go in there and take it like that. Don't work like that. You will go to jail. You can do a personal account like that if your name on there, both your name on there, but not the business account. Yeah, she took it all, but they gave her some time to put it back. I don't know if she put it back yet, because if she don't put it back, they will charge her with embezzlement. Now here we go. This came off the TMZ. Dr. Dre wins legal battle. Nicole says she's getting death threats. All right, I'm gonna read it along. Dr. Dre just won a battle in court. The judge in their divorce case just rejected Nicole's request for $1.5 million to pay for various expenses, including security. And the judge rejected her request to accelerate her claim that Dre should pay $5 million for her lawyer's fee and other costs. Why every time it's a divorce that a baby mama terrorists want, that they always try to put it on the man to pay for their fee? Even though they want the divorce, they filed for divorce. Why do they think that man should pay her lawyer and her legal fees? Because he got more money? Because he make more money? No, that's bullshit. But surprisingly, the judge dismissed all of that. So basically, it's not just the 1.5, it was basically $6.5 million altogether. Because she wanted $5 million and she wanted $1.5 million on the her, the bullshit of college and the education and her cell phone bills and her washing clothes like she really do it. Let's continue. Nicole's lawyers were in the court this morning telling the judge Nicole needs 1.5 million for security because she's been getting death threats. The money will also go for other expenses. Some of the people commenting, excuse me, on the divorce have said things like, if she dies, she dies. And for a small fee, she can disappear. Now, that ain't got nothing to do with Dr. Dre if she's getting threats like that. I mean, to be honest with you, a lot of people are tired of these baby mama terrorists and these money grabbers that's divorcing men to get their comeuppance. And a lot of people is hollering Ray Caruth. It ain't necessarily got to be Dr. Dre, but it's the people around him and people who getting tired of shit just like us. We get tired of hearing shit like this. You do the divorce, you don't want him no more, but you want half his money. You want to pay for the lawyer fees. You want to pay for your livelihood, something that you running away from, but you still think you're entitled to get some money and be took care of. And then now you want security, but last time I checked, Dr. Dre was still paying for her security, y'all. And guess what she did? She fired them security guards that he had. She fired them, got rid of them. So he was paying security. So you didn't want the security he gave you, but you want him to spend more money for security. That's why the judge rejected that claim. And I'm going to tell you, here we go right now. The judge rejected her claim in part because she got rid of her security team that Dre was paying for. You see, Dre was already paying for it. So why you get rid of them? She claimed Dre was too controlling and wanted to hire security of her own. Then use your own money and get your own security. That's all. Real simple. You know? She claimed Dre threatened to fire the security if they did not follow his orders. The judge rejected her request, and Dre's lawyer, Laura Wasser, told the judge Dre is still willing to pay all Nicole's expenses pending divorce, including security. The judge ordered that Nicole could select a private security company for her personal protection, but it can't cost more than Dre was paying. That sounds good. It seemed like this judge is a righteous judge, not necessarily he signed with Dre, but he or she seemed like they about what's right and fair. You fired the security that he already was paying for, so you get your own security. Now you just want control. Nicole's lawyers also asked the judge to move up the hearing on their attorney fees. Specifically, they're asking Dre to pay $5 million in lawyer fees and costs for Nicole. The hearing was set up for January, but lawyers wanted it held this month. The judge rejected the request. Man, this judge is on the road. In rejecting Nicole's arguments, the judge noted there are serious domestic violence and custody cases he has to deal with, and this is not in the same universe. The judge did say, however, if Dre exercised control over Nicole, she could file for a restraining order. Well, yeah, if he's doing all that, then she could file for a restraining order. I'm sure he don't want to be around a funky ass anyway. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm sure he probably is. If he paying for it, he probably is telling the security guards my way the highway. Because I gotta pay for this shit. He probably is. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, Gang said, sound like judge trying to be fair. I think I must be having a stroke. Not really, just say, I feel you. I'm surprised too. Like I say, must be a righteous judge. Something going on. Now, a lot of people trying to say that she look like a man. I don't know, man. You know, nowadays, you know, you never know. Look at this. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. All I can say is this low life the baby mama terrorist was trying to get over, and so far epic fail. She had a prenup, and the prenup was legit. She lied and said it was no prenup. He tore it up. Oh, just to let y'all know, when it comes to prenups and post-nups, if somebody got a prenup on you and the person tear it up, burn it, throw it in the garbage, throw it in the toilet stool, it does not matter. It's still in existence until y'all go back to that lawyer and y'all go back to court and get it eliminated. So he could tear it up, burn it. He sent your dumb ass off when he said, don't worry about it, tore it up. And it was a smart move he did, because after the 20-something years, you turned around and played him to the left and went on and filed for divorce. And the only thing I really don't understand is the fact that y'all really think y'all entitled to still get YouTube, I'm sorry. YouTube. Still think y'all entitled to get the money that you was getting when that you was getting married, but now you think that you're entitled to get it afterwards. Just like these baby mama tears. When you're in a relationship or you married, y'all get divorced, she thinks she's entitled to, you know, child support and alimony. And I don't think she should be entitled for child support, because it should be equal parenting. And we both take care of the kids 50-50 and don't have nothing to do with child support. But since these baby mama tears know all they got to do is go to the court and the system gonna look out for them, they go to child support. And that's no different from what this motherfucker's doing. Ain't no difference. My man saying my divorce, she got the house, my kids, the cars, and the dog. I got the right to remain silent. Wow. Woo. Hey man, I prayers to you, bro. No wonder you got that profile with the gun. I don't blame you. You said they ain't taking, you ain't gonna take that car. I heard, man, that's crazy. That's crazy. I'm trying to find, let me see. That's crazy. That's unfortunate, man.
Get closer.
That's crazy. But the thing about this is shit like this is not gonna end, because you're gonna have somebody else to get divorced by one of the 85% women who divorced the man, and they're gonna feel they're entitled to make him pay. But you gotta give a shout out to Dre. Gotta play his song Dre Day. I can't put the video on here because YouTube will flag it. Yeah.
They don't respect your ass, so now it's time for the doctor to check your ass, fool.
Anybody want to jump on in? Come on and chime in, man. The link is in the comments. Let me see what y'all got to say about this baby mama telling these divorce rates, man. Click on it. My man said bump it. This him talking to his wife, ex-wife, soon to be. Because you lost all your homies' love. Now call it what you want to. You trip with me, now it's a must that I trip with you. Clean version, of course. In the motherfucking house. Daniel Gaines, what's up, bro?
What up?
I had to celebrate this, man. This Dre Day, man.
I like Dre. I mean, I've always liked his music. So, and I'm talking way back in the day before Death Row Records and all that shit. Before he got with Pac and all that, I listened to Dre.
I heard that shit, man.
That's the type of shit I grew up listening to, is that West Coast rap and shit like that. So, I mean, I listen to everything, but yeah, that's some shit I grew up listening to. Like, I still will say to this day, Pac's the greatest rapper ever.
Oh, of course. That's my no hands down, man.
And I still jam out. I'll still be sitting out in front of my house with the speaker outside jamming Pac for the whole damn block to hear. I don't give a fuck.
So you still play the 90s music like me? I still play the 90s, man. That's the best music. Black rap.
I don't listen to new rap. I don't listen to new rap. There's only a few new rappers I listen to. One of them is Tom McDonald, and that's because his shit's funny to me, because he's intentionally pissing people off, and he's doing it just to make a point, and that's why I like him.
That sound like us.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I like Tom McDonald so much. But there's a couple other new rappers I like too. But for the most part, Now, whenever you sitting there sounding like you having a fucking seizure or a stroke on a mic, that's not rapping. That's just you sounding like a fucking dumbass.
Or you high some pills. You know, they get high cocaine and everything else.
Yeah, and that's just fucking stupid. Telling the young kids start doing that shit. That's why we have so many people dying of drug overdoses now, because of these fucking morons.
Exactly, man. Hey, what you think?
You had Pac and all them talking about doing shit, but they weren't trying to say it's all cool and having everybody else doing it. They were just talking about what was really going on.
Appreciate you, Mike. You be safe. Have a good one. I'm gonna send you a Mike. Yes, sir.
You know, Pac and them back in the day were just talking about shit that was really going on, not trying to get kids to do the stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? Pac was letting you know straight up the gang life wasn't that nice of a life. It wasn't pleasant. It was dangerous and everything else and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? You could almost make the argument that Pac was actually trying to get people away from that type of shit with his music.
You're right. You're right. Mark,
because he was telling what was really going on in his life and what was going on with shit and what was real. Nowadays, it's all about try and fucking do whatever you can to stay high all the time. Man, that's just dumb.
You're right, 100%. Hey, look, Mark says what cracks me up when women get married, they have the nerve to hyphenate their last name with yours, like they already got the intention to divorce you. Yeah. I don't. Hey,
the sad part is that might be the reason why too. I mean, who knows?
You don't take my last. You don't take my last name. Bitch, we ain't getting married. Ain't no, we gonna dash. Ain't no dashing. So that name drops. And then once we get divorced, I take my name back. You ain't keeping my name. I don't see how a lot of these women keep the last name. They talk about, well, because my kids got the last name. So fucking what? That's the bullshit. Right. And they say they hate their husband, but keep the last name.
Yeah, quick, man. Y'all, while I got a second here.
You going? Hey, Dan, you going in and out, bro? Dan, you going in and out?
Congress members of the House and shit like that. I've been steadily blowing up their motherfucking phone here lately, trying to get these motherfuckers to talk to me about this shit. I've also been hitting up to Danielle D'Souza, which is Dinesh D'Souza's daughter. She's actually responded to a few of my messages. I'm trying to get it set up to where I can get about 10 minutes of her time to speak with her, since her dad is a filmmaker and everything, you know, and they got a big platform and shit.
Where they from?
So, originally, I'm not exactly sure, but they, I don't know where Danielle lives, but I think Dinesh D'Souza, he may live in like California or some shit like that. I don't know.
Yeah, that sounds real good if you can make that happen.
But I mean, I know he's like that movie Infidel that's out now.
Yeah.
That movie Infidel, that's Dinesh D'Souza's movie.
Oh, okay.
That's his movie. Yeah.
Man,
that's the type I'm trying to reach out to people who might be able to either make this shit blow up or people who are in a position to make change.
Damn right. Damn right.
And I mean, I'm posting messages on their Facebook and everything, emailing and everything. They're not going to be able to ignore me because I'm going to eventually end up annoying the fuck out of them, or to have no choice just to shut me up. They're going to listen.
I heard that. I know that's right.
I'm a persistent motherfucker. I don't care.
Hey, Fronte says, stop going to the courthouse. Just do it on your own contract. Get a witness notarized. I agree 100%, bro. I agree. But
the thing of it is, you have to make sure that you cover every aspect of a contract based on contract law, because if you have any of those elements that are required for it to be a contract missing, it will get kicked by the courts because it will not be a valid contract. So you got to be careful when doing that. But yeah, it's not hard to do. There's just a few simple elements that you have to ensure are in it, which you can look up real easily. It's basic contract law.
Yeah. Dre said, I feel like my BMT has a baby with me just to take my last name because I wasn't trying to marry. I believe it. They have kids for different reasons, bro. So I'm not surprised if that's the reason.
They have kids for revenge. They have kids because they're trying to trap you. They have kids for all kinds of shit.
Weapons, trophies, shields, everything. So I'm not surprised about that, bro.
Lifestyle. They have kids. They'll have a kid with you just because they want to stay having a certain lifestyle. Period.
Right. Yeah.
All kinds of dumb shit.
Yeah, that's 100% facts. But hey, Daniel, what you think about this judge being a righteous judge and dismissing all this shit? I believe it. California.
I mean, in today's world, especially in a place like California where they're trying to be fair, trying to claim how they're so equal and everything else.
Yeah, right.
It kind of makes a little bit of sense, but at the same time, seeing as men are second-class citizens, just because you have a penis, don't matter your skin color. You have a penis, you're a second-class citizen. Yeah, you have a penis, you're a second-class citizen. I'm actually surprised. And I mean, my comment, I'm not really having a stroke, but it was a joke, but a literal joke. You know what I'm saying? It's that shocking to see a judge being fair that it's really almost enough to really screw with you. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't ever see it, especially when it comes to spousal support or all that type of bullshit.
And rich
we
men.
all know they favor fucking women. However, though, the difference being, you got to look at the money difference between all of us and Dr. Dre. Ain't none of us on this fucking page got the kind of money Dr. Dre does.
Oh, of course.
None of us. If any of us did, we wouldn't be having the problems we're having, because at the end of the day, it all comes down to money. Dre can afford the attorneys that hire more expensive than what she can afford, because she ain't got shit without him. Therefore, he's not going to get screwed over as easily. It's going to cost the motherfucker probably $50-100 million by the time it's said and done, but he can afford it.
Right.
That's the difference.
Yeah, he can keep it going, but even when it comes to them, they'll make you pay.
Oh, he's gonna pay out the ass for it by the time it's done. He's not gonna be worth $800 million when this is done. Ain't no way, because it's gonna cost a shitload in lawyer fees.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's still got the money to make sure he don't get fucked over.
I'll say give her $20 million and go on about your business. That's it.
I wouldn't even do that.
The 20 years they've been married.
Kids are grown. We've been married 20 years. You have plenty of time during that time as a stay-at-home mother with access to my money to start your own business or do anything else. You fail to do anything. You fail to do anything to better yourself or your situation or anything else. And now you want to live off my lifestyle, the life that I put the work in and created, because you failed to do anything? Nah, that's on her, not him.
No, I agree. I agree with, he shouldn't give her nothing, but you know they're gonna make him give something, and that's why I say give that bitch $20 million, go on about your business, live your life, and do what you got to do, because that $2 million a month,
I don't think they should do that.
Hell no, you don't deserve nothing. Once we divorce, you don't deserve a dime. That's how I look at it. That's exactly how I look at it. But they're gonna make him give away some millions, but
no, I mean, if she was part of the business, if she was part of the business and did help make some of that money, then she's entitled to get some money out of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if she, I agree. I agree. What's right is right. I'm about what's right. Now, that's why I say, give her $10 million or $20 million, go about your business. Shit. Oh, Samuel said, what you think about children's mothers using the kids as pawns? I think they should get annihilated. That's what I think. A baby mama test should get that Machine Gun Kelly. Any mother that's willing to their kids as pawns and trophies and make the dad suffer, they deserve to get X. That's my opinion. That's how I feel about it. Daniel, what's your take on that?
I mean, if somebody's going to take and use the kids as pawns or whatever else like that, then I mean, they don't. I mean, I mean, honestly, in my opinion, they shouldn't have access to those kids. They really should. If they're trying to if they're intentionally alienating parents, they should lose their custody. They should lose custody of the kids right then automatically. That's the way it should be, because the only way you're going to end this shit is to let them see how it feels, make enough of them suffer the way they make us suffer, to where it really affects the mindset, to where maybe we can bring about change. And it's harsh and cruel, and I hate saying that, but at the same time, that's the reality of shit.
Exactly. I have no sorrow for anybody that alienate and manipulate kids and set them up for failure. I do not. I have no mercy, no pity at all. So no.
You want sympathy from me? I'll show you where you can find your sympathy for me in the dictionary between shit and syphilis. That's where you find my sympathy.
Flex all want to know why did Jeff Bezos wife get $33 billion? She was there when he was in the garage trying to create Amazon. She was there since the beginning, and he agreed to give her half. And plus, it was in California. She was entitled. He didn't have no prenup. But guess what, y'all? He got that money back in a year. He got it back. So he
got that money back in the first 6 months of this year.
Right. He got that money back and then some. He did not care. He didn't mind. And they actually on good terms still. She wasn't even being a baby mama terrorist. Ain't no child support. It's just he got caught up. She filed for divorce. She was entitled to half off the top. He agreed. He had no issues with it. But he got that money back, understand, 6 months. So that's why she got it. I don't see how people get married and live in California knowing that's automatic 50-50 of what you make if it ain't no prenup.
Well, the thing is, though, is if the thing of it is, though, is if you're trying to work on something big, it's always in your interest to do a prenup anyway. Even if you ain't working on nothing big, you just fine with the job you have, make a decent enough living where your bills are paid, you got money in the bank and shit, whatever, no matter what, get you a prenup, because that way, if it does end in divorce, you don't lose half your shit. Because I could say there's literally millions of examples that can be shown of the guy owned the house before the woman ever fucking moved in, and in the end at the divorce she kept the house.
The mama,
she ain't had nothing to do with the house, never paid a penny for the fucking house payment or nothing, and she kept the damn house that was paid off. And we'll always had that prenup.
And you know what make it worse? The family, the mom or the dad died and left the house to him, and she took the money. Yeah, I seen that happen. I seen that firsthand.
Takes it, can't afford the taxes or shit like that, ends up selling it within a couple years.
Yep, lose the shit on purpose.
Within a couple years, it's gone. Yep. A lot of times, and that's been something that's been in the family for a long time, and they don't even give a fuck.
No, she don't care,
because the next guy's gonna fucking give him a house to live in again.
Sammy Russell said, "See, that's how my son's mom is. It's either I give her money or I don't get to see my kids. Like I buy my kids the things he need, but I would not give her the money I earn for my kid. You damn right. You don't get them nothing what they need. Don't give her shit. Don't give her nothing. Fuck her.
That's a smart way.
Don't you ever give her nothing, because that's all about. She basically using her kid as a sales tax. She know you love your son or your daughter or your son. She know you love your son, so she want to get what she can out of you because you love your son. And that's why I tell a lot of guys, keep them bangs cold and don't be folded for these motherfuckers, because that's what they purposely gonna do. And even if you give her money, she's still gonna treat you like shit and badmouth you. She gonna use that kid again and again. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't worth it. You just
if they get away with it once, they're gonna keep doing it because they know they can get away with it again. Because if you fall for it once, if you let that threat hold weight, the first time it's gonna hold weight every time, and they're gonna take advantage of it and exploit the fuck out of it.
Exactly. So it's definitely not worth giving her no money, especially if y'all don't get along, y'all don't have no rapport like that. Don't give her shit. Give her the child support if you're paying child support, and that's that. Don't give her nothing else. Dre gave $70 million to I remember to the USC in 2013, the court's favor community donors. Yeah, I remember that. I got my boy Ron Dixon coming up in the building. Yo, what's going on, bro?
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
I was in here.
Yeah, man. Hey, look.
This is a good day.
Great, man. Hey, look. I know I'm gonna be real quick, man. So one of my clients, he was probably, his net worth was probably like a little bit over $1 million. So what ended up happening was he ended up getting a divorce, going through child support and all that. He ended up the wife ended up getting a house and pretty much getting everything. He had to move back to a studio apartment, or a 2-bedroom apartment. So he had to he pretty much said, look, I don't need your services. I don't have any money. I really don't have anything. So 2 years later, he got himself back on his feet. You was talking about the Jeff Bezos thing. He got himself back on his feet. And we've been working together again for about 6 months. He ended up buying a business that's worth about $3.57 million. So, I mean, brothers, here's the thing, man. I don't suggest y'all get married at all. That's just my thing. You do what you want to do. Forget the if you're gonna do a little, I suggest you don't do no contract. If you're gonna do a contract, don't do it through the state. Don't do it through any of that stuff. Get you a nice little prenup, and don't think just for the guys who's already in a bad position, don't get discouraged, man. You can always bounce back is what I'm saying. But because a lot of dudes, what end up happening is they'll get into a situation to where they automatically start getting depressed and they just give up. I'm like, no, man. You got to go ahead and get that thing. So you don't have to have Jeff Bezos' money to look. The guy that I'm speaking of, and obviously I can't say his name, but the reason why he was able to bounce back is because what he did was he ended up restarting the same business under a different LLC, not under his name. So it's different ways around all types of stuff, man. So that's all I'm saying, brothers. Do not give. I'm gonna tell you something else real quick, man. These young dudes, I'm talking about young, like early teens. I'm not early teens, but late teens, early 20s. It's gonna be hell for these women in about the next 10 or 20 years. These dudes are not even touching these chicks. Like, look, I'm not getting these chicks pregnant. I'm not. I got 2 sons. They're teenagers. They already on. They like, nah, I'm good. Forget the marriage. Forget the kids. Nah, I'm just gonna do what I want to do. Is that right? I'm not gonna say yes or no, but I mean, look, look. I told you it's gonna be a lot of females out here clicking up what I tell you, Mr. Palmer. Bunk beds and cat food. That's what I'm investing in. Because that's what I'm telling you. So but yeah, I mean that's pretty much what I was saying, man. Dang, you spend a lot of game, bro. Appreciate that. That's dope.
You know the thing.
I'm just trying to help because I'm tired of motherfuckers feeling like I have to feel and being treated the way I've been treated and shit like that. I'm sick of it. So
yeah.
I mean, I've been reading and fucking studying and everything for a long time. So now it's time. It's about trying to, especially with things being, you know, with the technological world we live in now. I'm just trying to do whatever I can to help other people out. Because, like I said, I'm sick of this shit. People shouldn't have to feel this way, especially for extended periods of time. Nah, man, that shit ain't cool. That shit ain't right.
And see, you said something real interesting, man. Like something real right. You have to understand, like. You have to study this. They're studying the laws like they getting a degree. We have to do the same thing. I don't know where we got this thing. Trust me, baby mom terrorists, they know all the laws. Like, look, if I do this, I know I can get this or get that.
Yeah,
and that's why I push education.
We don't study anything. We just like, we just gonna take it. No, like we can't.
Men got this ego thing. They got this pride thing. As a man, you know what I'm saying? I know what it is. We got this pride thing and this ego thing. Now we ain't gonna spend this time learning. We know what we got to do. We know what really happened. We don't need to waste our time. Man, that's just dumb, foolish, stupid ass young talk.
Exactly.
You gotta grow the fuck up at this point. You're gonna deal with this shit. I don't care if you're 15, 16 years old. If you're fooling around that young and that stupid, and you're going through this, now you a grown motherfucker at that point. It's time you act like one. You ain't
you got these older fools that do the same thing. They be cape simp sucker for these motherfuckers. So and they paying child support, don't see their kid and everything, and they still cape for them. So they this is bad too, man.
Yep,
this is bad. Just
and people think, oh, there's so much to learn and blah blah blah. Well, you know what? You're right. There's a hell of a lot to fucking learn. I've been doing this shit for 17 years and I still don't know all of it. There's still a whole hell of a lot I don't know. And with as much as I do know, there's twice as much I still don't know, or more. Probably a lot more than twice as much. And I know a great deal. Been doing this a long time. And I finally get my day in court the 13th of this month for the first time ever. I finally get a fucking trial that I'll be present for. First time in 17 years. And this shit's going to be fucking epic. Watch. Watch what I force these motherfuckers to admit to on under oath.
Was that from the paperwork you was working on when you said you was going to take a couple of weeks to do it?
No, that's for the lawsuits.
Okay.
No, there's no matter the outcome, regardless of how my trial ends, even if my trial ends and they give me and they completely 100% side with me, terminate the child support, give me back the money, entitle me to civil damages, give me an insanely high amount for damages and everything else, no matter what happens, even if that's the case, which we all know it's not, just to be honest and upfront with everybody, they ain't gonna do what they should. But if for some reason the judge is fucking smoking crack or forgot to smoke his crack that day and actually does follow the law, they're still getting sued. There's no outcome where they don't get sued in this. And it's every fucking body involved with the only exception of my daughter. She's the only one not getting sued. Everybody else, judges, commissioners, attorneys, every fucking witness, all of them that say one fucking word about me are getting sued. If my name comes out their fucking mouth at all, they're getting sued, period. Because I'm about to expose all this shit in court. I don't have an attorney. So you want to know what some of my questions are going to be? I'm going to ask them, do you know how many fathers a day kill themselves? This is going to be under oath, my line of questioning to the CPS and the state and everybody else. How many fathers a day kill themselves? If they don't know, I'm going to tell them. How many fathers in your career? How many fathers in your career have took their life because of your willingness to violate the law and their protected rights? Oh, this judge is not going to like me one fucking bit. He's going to be mad at me and get my questions answered.
40
I know what the numbers are. I'm gonna ask them if they do. I'm gonna make them say under oath if they've ever had a case where the father killed himself because of the treatment he received. And I pray to God none of them say yes, because if any of them say yes, it's gonna get interesting then. Because keep in mind, I don't have to follow their rules or their procedures because I don't fall under their jurisdiction and they've never established jurisdiction, nor have they ever gotten me to agree to be under their jurisdiction. So they can kiss my ass. I'd like to see them try to hold me in contempt when they don't have jurisdiction over me or anything else. They're bringing this matter without fucking personal jurisdiction. And they want to talk about there's no issues. Okay, let's get into this. Let's get into this, you stupid fucks.
Yeah, that's exactly what they is. Stupid ass.
See, here's the thing too, man. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to tell brothers what to do, but I'm just keeping it 100 because this how serious I am about my situation. My company does really well, and I don't need my money to get taken by anybody. If you do meet a cool female that you like, ask her about, just ask her about, like, it doesn't have to be first day, but ask about child support, see how she feels. If she doesn't,
ask about child
support. If she says anything but it needs to be getting rid of, pumping. If you want to pump and dump it, but get rid of them. Period.
Always ask. That's the first thing you bring up.
Yep.
Support and alimony and how you feel about your father, all that.
See, y'all got to man up and start asking these questions because
right here, this will be they'll be her, whoever your baby mama or your I won the monopoly.
you have to start asking these questions because here's the thing: when you go out on a date with some of these chicks, they interviewing you with all types of stuff, how much money you making and all that. You need to start asking them these questions: how you feel about child support? What's your credit score looking like? How much debt you got? How much student loans? Look, y'all got to stop being so weak because you think you're gonna lose access to used up vagina anyway. That's the problem, man. So, yeah, man, ask those questions. Ask those questions. That's what I'll do.
You got to, man, because you'll be a fool to not in this day and age not to ask. And I don't care if they get offended. They say they don't want to talk to you more. That's good. One less.
They do a favor there. You ask the woman that, and they say there, and they get offended. They just did you a favor. That tells you everything you need to know right there.
Yeah. Once you get past the child support situation, go right into the financial situation. So what? I mean, you went to school. You got like student loans and stuff. Yeah, you need to know all that. And see what you're getting into. You don't want to get put into a situation to where you're gonna have to start stuff.
And it's not like the financial stuff you don't necessarily need to ask on like a first date or anything.
No.
I'm talking about trying to get together and like trying to have a relationship or anything. That shit you need to know before going in.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because she might just be going into it looking for help, looking for a handout and some help. You gotta before you go into anything, you find all that out.
Exactly. Hey, Daniel, look like Tony needs some advice. He said he got some papers in the mail.
That's okay. Hit me up.
Hey, Tony, send Daniel a message on Facebook. Daniel Gaines his name. So just send him an inbox or send him an ad, and y'all could talk. Cause he this the guy to talk to. Yeah, credit score too.
Yeah, credit score is another thing you need to know about because, again, you got to make sure that if they just trying to if they just trying to look for a come up, nah, that ain't you.
Oh, hey, bro. Dre said BMT grew with both parents in the life, but still choose to alienate me. Yeah, you got it's a few of those, but it's not the majority. Compared
to the majority of them are going to come from single mothers.
Yeah, because the majority of ones that raised don't even have a father, raised by single motherism. So yeah, it's just. An
evil person, an evil person with an evil heart is an evil person with an evil heart. That don't matter if you come from a 2-family home, a 10-family home. It don't matter if they got an evil heart. They just evil. Period.
Right. That's how. Yeah. Sometimes it just be like that, but it's only a few of those.
Everybody want to talk about how like the KKK is racist. No, I understand that, but it's just evil. That's all it comes. They still evil. Hatred in the heart for people that you don't even know, and just because something stupid like that's evil. Period. Evil in the heart, and that's all it comes down to.
Well, you know what?
People have no morals or ethics themselves. Personally,
it's evil, but it's also racist because if
well, I agree, it is racist, but it's just evil. It's pure evil. It's all it is. Evil, but racism comes from a place of evil.
Yeah, because what come with evil, what come with race is also discrimination and stereotypes. Yeah. So,
and it all comes from a place of evil and darkness,
which is evil. And these baby mama tails are evil, full of darkness.
Exactly.
They ain't no different from the Klan.
I'm just saying, to me, it's all the same because it all comes back to these are just evil people at heart. You know what I'm saying?
You know something? Oh, my bad. You know something I've noticed as well. Is that like how we're talking right now? It's me, Mr. Palmer, it's Daniel. We don't care about race and all that stupid stuff. We'll tell you something about them BMTs. The BMTs be sticking together. It don't matter. It don't matter what the situation is. We don't stick together like that as men. So we got to start getting back to that.
And that's just it.
Mm-hmm.
And see, who was just recently, I seen something online because I follow a bunch of different on my Facebook page. I follow a bunch of different news outlets, like left, right, center. It don't matter. I follow a bunch of different news outlets, right?
Right.
Better to get perspective from all sides so that we have a more articulate argument on anything. So one of them I was reading, I can't remember which one it was, but it was an interview with one of the highest members of the Proud Boys, talking about how, you know, they're tired of people labeling them a racist organization and shit like that. But then he also went on to talk about how, you know, back before all this war on men type shit started, men used to have clubs. You know what I'm saying? Like even in the Flintstones, there was the Elks Lodge or whatever it was in the Flintstones. Look at all those older TV shows. The men had the clubs. They'd go get together, hang out, sit around, smoke cigars. You know what I'm saying? And just chit chat as men and fathers and stuff. And the lack of that, whenever that started declining, that started declining at the same time as the push to remove fathers and everything from the home. Men need a support group too. So those clubs were beneficial and men need that. But now if you have a club that's for men, it's sexist and all this shit, and they can't have that. But that's one of the problems that men have, is they have nobody to talk to. So nowadays men can't talk about what's going on with things, or that ego won't let them sit down and tell another man about their problems or anything, so they can get the advice or the help they need and everything else. And it's because, you know, we don't have that example being set for us, you know, whenever we're young, that look, it's all right to sit down with a group of men and talk about some real shit, get some, you know, some emotion and some shit into the conversation and shit. You know what I'm saying? We don't ever see none of that shit anymore. So we need to set the example for these younger cats. That way they know that that, you know, you got to be real about shit like this.
And the thing about it is, like what I always tell y'all, baby mama Ted's coming in all forms. And when it comes to these family courts, it's a man and woman thing. It ain't got nothing to do with the color. They don't give a shit what color. A proud boy can come up in there, and I guarantee he'll be alienated, paying child support, and only see his kid once a month. So, I mean, it doesn't matter. And now, as far as me and where I stand on the Proud Boys, I don't know too much about it since they start talking about it with Trump. But even if I was to talk to somebody from the Proud Boy, the first thing I ask them, like, what do you think about child support? And are you able to see your father? I mean, your kids. And I guarantee I don't say the same thing. I don't get to see my kids like that. I guarantee
I don't know much about them either. I'll be honest. I ain't never looked at their website or none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But I just happened to see that interview, so I was curious because they were called out at the debate, you know, as a racist group. So I'm like, okay, well, it comes to find out the founder of the group is a Black Cuban. They support the patriarchal family. They support white fathers in the home, black fathers in the home, brown fathers in the home, and they support fathers in the home, fathers being part of their family's lives and everything else. That's what they support. They're actually a group.
But you know what?
He said they're actually, if you go look at what their tenets are, one of their things is basically they're just a group for men, like those used to have those groups back in the day. They're just patriots. He said we got gay members and straight members and everything else in between. He said they're actually more liberal in their beliefs than anything else, but they're patriots. They believe in fathers in the home. They believe in supporting and loving this country. They're against fascism and all that shit.
But you know what, bro? I seen them before. Like I said, I didn't really know too much about them, but I seen blacks with the Proud Boys.
Yeah, there's a lot of black folks with the Proud Boys. That's just they're a bad racist group, aren't they? If the founder is a black,
a very bad racist group. Unless the black men in there are self-haters.
No, look, the founder is a Black Cuban, so clearly they're a very bad racist group. They're almost as bad of a racist group as Trump is bad at being a racist.
Hey, Ronald Haggard said Black Cuban equals white.
No, actually, if you look at the dude, he don't look white.
No, really let me tell you about that. No,
I get what you're saying, but this dude, you can tell he ain't white.
I know. I worked with quite a few Cubans who they don't like. A lot of them mix with African and everything, but they don't claim the African part. They claim the white part. So that's why he said it. I know why he said it.
Yeah, and I know why he said it too, but I mean, this dude, he actually says he's a Black Cuban. That's how he describes himself. That's why I said it that way, because that's what he said.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, all I can do is say what he said.
Yeah, I never talked to him, and like I said, I just really found out about him just recently on Facebook, and I'm like, them a lot of black folks to be
yeah,
you know, the Proud. I mean, for them to be a racist, I don't know what they are, but I'm like, a lot of blacks is part of this group.
And like I said, I didn't know who the hell they were until the media kept talking about them. And then it was, I heard about them a couple times from the media, but then when it was dropped during a presidential debate, it's like, okay, time for me to see if I can actually, time for me to start actually thinking about looking into these motherfuckers and seeing what's up.
Yeah. No,
because, eventually they say racist enough about something you don't know. You're gonna look into it. And then when you start looking into it and find out that actually they're not racist and they have a lot of support from across the ethnic board, the spectrum. You know what I'm saying? They got members of every color that are, multiple members of every color. That's whenever you find out, wait a minute here. How is this a racist group? You know what I'm saying? That makes you start looking at things a little different. And then when you start looking at what they're about, I mean, yeah, come on now.
Scooby-Doo said the founder is Gavin
McGinnis.
Oh, Gavin McGinnis. The leader is Afro-Cuban. I mean, like I say, I don't. But you know what? That's why when people talk about certain things, I look it up and try to see for myself. Just like with Black Lives Matter, I looked it up myself and saw what they said and what how they really get down. That's why I'm against them. So yeah, ain't nobody tell me this. I saw it for myself.
And see, I don't necessarily care what a group says they're about either. You can say whatever. You can tell me you're a fucking Martian. Until you prove it, you ain't no fucking Martian. Wow. You can tell me whatever you want. I don't care what your group says you are. Your actions are going to show me who you are. And the Proud Boys aren't the ones burning down cities and looting businesses and shit. The Proud Boys aren't the one talking about they want to destroy the nuclear family and remove fathers from the homes.
Damn right.
I ain't got no problems with the Proud Boys. Period. I don't care. I don't got no problems with them. They ain't out there trying burning crosses or doing nothing like that. They got all kinds of support from all kinds of people, blacks, whites, Mexicans. It don't matter. They got support across the board, members across the board. Clearly, they ain't about racism, and they're not the ones destroying everything. What's the problem with them? Because they support our country and they're patriots. You don't like them and want to label them racist? Okay, that's your fault, not mine.
I don't give a shit. I ain't got time. I'm worried about these baby mama terrorists.
Yep.
That's all. I don't give a fuck.
Yep. I want to get this shit dealt with. Fuck about a group that ain't doing nothing. Nah, let's focus on the ones that want to keep this shit going. Let's focus on getting rid of this stupid ass shit so fathers ain't got to be without their kids.
Right. It might be less hate if they get rid of the shit, to be honest with you.
There would be.
Yeah.
Shit. There would be. Look at all this shit that's going on. How many of these motherfuckers that are out there burning these buildings down and all these in the street with Antifa and Black Lives Matter, how many of them motherfuckers are young? The biggest majority? How many of them motherfuckers don't have fathers? I guarantee you 95% or better don't have dads in the home, weren't allowed to be around their dads.
The majority of them baby mama tears out there how Black Lives Matter got their man on child support or their ex on child support and alienating them also. But they but these are claims.
Put fathers back in the home and shit like this don't happen. You might have people protesting, but I guarantee you, if you have more fathers in the home, there's going to be far less people out there tearing up cities and burning down businesses and shit.
My man Brandon say finally called alive. Shout out to the BMT network. Appreciate you, bro. My man. Yeah, we the BMT bounty hunters. We squad up in this bitch. We celebrating Drake Day, but we talking about these baby mama tears this unjust system. No, it's crazy out here, bro. That's why I say I don't entertain. I gotta see things myself and research, But I am glad Dre won the first round. It's not over with. He probably got a whole year with the bullshit.
Oh yeah, at least a year.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
they're gonna try and stall it out and delay and everything anyway. Especially when the judge already talking about I got some cases that are more vital than this one because the nature, which is the judge can deal with the case that's going to be the most or the case with the greatest risk. He can address that one first. You know what I'm saying? They have that right because it's about keeping someone safe if there really is risk. So he's going to deal with those cases first. So there's might be a few months or longer before it even gets into court again.
Yeah, you're right. Mark said child support definitely a broke bitch hustle. Bro,
yeah, it is.
Hustle. Bro, it sure is. 100%, bro.
Yep. Well, the first thing they say is, I'm put you on child support.
Yeah, it's the first thing they say. So, I mean, it is what it is, man. I just had to bring that in, talk about that situation. It wasn't gonna be too long anyway. I mean, he won the first part. Judge refused to give out $6.5 million for a funky ass. So that's a good thing. Finally get to hear some shit.
Yep. Sound like you're about to get off here.
In a second.
DJ Charmaine Champagne.
In a second. Just gotta.
1, 2.
Oh no, they ain't I'm looking for Dre Day. I had to play the last Dre Day before I ride out. Hold on, where's Dre Day at? Gotta celebrate.
Well, before you hit play, when my trial starts, I'm probably gonna put it up so it's live for everybody to see and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna do the whole thing, but it's probably gonna be a week or longer, all day in court type of shit for a week or longer type of shit, because there's a lot of shit that's gonna be discussed and gone over, because my witnesses alone are gonna take me a minute, because I got a lot of questions for these people.
Yep, baby mama tears.
but yeah, it starts on the 13th of October.
Okay.
So, but it's not just about child support, though. I don't even know if they're going to let me bring up child support, because it's a dependency matter. However, since it's a fact-finding trial, well, all the facts matter, and that includes the illegal child support. So it's going to be mentioned.
I know what you're saying, but that's not the main topic. But if they change this, then they're going to have to get rid of the child support, right?
Yeah, not necessarily. It just it depends on what they decide they want to do with the findings at the end of things. If they decide they're going to follow the law, then they technically wouldn't have any choice but to terminate child support, since it's a fraudulent and illegal contract. But we're going to see how well they uphold the law. But the reason I want to put the trial out there, for one, is because it's going to expose all their bullshit and all the games that they pull and all the violations of law and everything else. I'm going to be citing judicial canons that have been violated. I'm going to be citing state and federal law that have been violated. I'm going to be citing Supreme Court and district court, federal district court case law, and everything else. I want people to see how to do all this shit. And then if people since it's going to be live, it'll be on the page and shit like that.
Put on the page.
And then people can go back and listen to it. People can go back and listen to it and write down the shit that I'm citing and stuff, if it applies, if they can use it in their case and everything else too. So
because Cash he posts his when he do his Zoom meeting, I call it meeting because it was bullshit. He do the same thing, and William just said something that I always tell people: BMT can't be classified by race or class. What I always tell y'all, baby mama tears coming off for them. And I tell y'all the worst baby mama tears, the ones with money and degrees and professionals, make a lot of money. I told y'all that's 100% facts. 100% facts. You know what I'm saying? But like my man Ron said, it's real, but you can't tell everybody that. They come with that bullshit, stereotyping, dumbass. Yep. Nicole said the presidential candidates need to be talking about family law reform. Yeah,
I don't disagree. That's why I've been hitting up fucking like Dan Crenshaw, Tom Cruise, Mark Meadows, Jim Jordan, and all them. I'm trying to hit all these motherfuckers up to get them to talk to me about this, because I want them to bring this up. I want this to be a topic.
Hey, Mark, he gonna put on the for child support Facebook page, so you better see. He gonna put it live.
Yeah, it's gonna be live, Mark, so you'll be able to hear. You'll be able to see and hear every bit of it. It's gonna be. It's a Zoom trial. I've already asked them if it was going to be made public, since it's supposed to be anyway, but they won't respond to me on that.
It's public, bro. It's public.
Well, no, I know I can make it public, because even if it's not, it involves me, so I can waive the right to confidentiality and make it public anyway, regardless of what they say or do. Even if they don't like it, I have that right, because I can decide if it stays confidential, since I'm one of the main parties involved.
Exactly.
I'm talking about is, are they going to put it on like YouTube and that, like they're supposed to be doing with these Zoom trials now and shit? If they're not, it's going to be on the page. If it's going to be on YouTube, then I'll post a link to the YouTube, and it's going to be on the page both.
Yeah, put it on both.
It's just YouTube. It'll be on the court's YouTube shit, not anything to do with the page or whatever.
Right. Okay. Still all good, because even if you put it on YouTube, I'll download and upload it. But I mean, I wanted to be live so everybody can see it for themselves, hands-on, exclusive. That'll be a good look.
And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the trial on my laptop, and then use my phone to record it, or to do the live for the page.
Okay, cool.
And then just have it playing like that.
That sounds like a winner to me. Nicole said BMT should get as much child support equal to the time with the other parent. No time, no money, more time, more money. I agree. God damn it. That's how it should be.
And it should be. If it's 50-50, why should there be child support? He's already paying 50% of the fucking expenses. And with 50%, they're not supposed to exceed 50% by law. Federal guidelines say they cannot touch more than 50% of the disposable income.
If it's a one-party state.
I live in Missouri. Missouri is a one-party state. Washington State is a two-party state. However, I have a court order from the state of Washington, from Pierce County Courthouse, that says I can record anything I want and post it to anything I want because my law's in Missouri. They can kiss my ass. I'm good to go.
Ron Dixon, what's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, bro? So I got to say something real quick. So, you know, I know a lot of people probably not agree with what I say, but I don't, you know, I'm not a voter.
About what? So about voting?
Yeah, I don't vote. But here's the thing, man. Like you started talking about the political portion of it. I'm gonna tell you something. I never voted, never thought no need of it. I don't believe in voting. I don't discourage anybody who does or doesn't. But here's my thing. If somebody brings it, if a presidential candidate brings this up, that would get me out of my chair. Not even a question. I don't care what else they say. If they start bringing up the family law, things like that, and you'll be surprised how many men who don't vote will get out of their chair, be like, you know what, I'm voting for this dude. Nobody will bring that up. I'm like, look, you're kind of hustling backwards because you actually can have a big voter turnout if you bring this subject up. The problem is, don't nobody want to. It's just they're scared of the backlash.
They don't want to talk about that. Yeah, feminists and everything else.
Yeah, they would go crazy.
Yeah, they won't win office. Ronald said, I'm in Missouri now. My funky baby mama terrorists put me on child support. Shit, I ain't surprised.
That's what they do.
Missouri.
Missouri's actually, I actually wish my case, my child support and my custody matter was in the state of Missouri versus the state of Washington. Now, Missouri is more of a neutral state. It really is compared to a lot of the others. Washington is one of the worst in the country as far as the bias against men, if not the worst in the country.
Okay.
But Missouri's not as bad, although all of it needs work. Now, as far as what he was just saying about if a candidate was to mention family law reform and shit like that, that'd get his attention. That's what people don't understand. Before, whenever Trump first got into office and everything, before all this Russia shit started, Trump was actually speaking about child support and child support reform. But then all this other shit, he was speaking about it, several different things, but child support reform was one of them.
I remember.
And then all this Russian collusion shit started, and most of the shit he was talking about quit getting talked about because that's what everything had to deal with then was Russia. So he actually was trying to talk about child support reform until the Democrats pulled their shit with the Russia stuff.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember. That might have been the closest we'd had a presidential candidate to talk about.
Yeah. And now we just need to keep making. In my opinion, if we keep him in office and give him Republican House and Senate before he can get shit done, then maybe we can get it done.
Trump can stay in office another 4 years. It does fuck Biden. I don't care.
Well, no, my thing is what I'm saying is
I think we got a better chance for him.
I think if we can keep Trump in, keep the Senate Republican, and then flip the House, flip the House Republican, keep the Senate, keep Trump in office, then I think actually sometime within the next 4 years we can get child support reform at least. I think being addressed.
I think he don't even want to got the ball to talk about because he don't care what he do. He tried to do it. Now they might block him, but he will attempt. I think he will attempt to try it. He can stay in office another 4 years. I'll be voting for Trump. So.
Well, that's why I'm saying if the Republicans take the House, keep the Senate, and Trump wins re-election, then within the next 4 years we might actually have a conversation about child support reform and family law reform at the national level. Because Trump's the first politician I can ever recall in my life, and I'm only 39, so it's not like I'm 60, anything like that. But Trump's the first politician I can recall actually trying to address some type of child support reform. Not making it to where punishments are steeper and harsher or anything like that, but actual fucking reform. Keep this up here. I'm gonna take this now. So if he's wanting to do reform, okay, cool. You got my attention right there alone. Because it needs reform. There needs to be changes made to all this shit. Let's talk about it. That's why I'm hitting up like Ted Cruz and Mark Meadows and all them, a lot of them Republicans versus the Democrats, because Trump is the one who is trying to address this shit.
No, I agree, bro.
So I want to bring change about this shit. I don't give a fuck who I got to work with or talk to.
Yeah, I don't
work
care.
with Democrats, Independents, Republicans. It don't
I
matter.
don't care about that. When it comes to this, I definitely don't care. Scooby Doo say you guys should invite Cornell Smith on the show. He has a website. He changed support laws in Georgia. Hey, I don't know who that is. Who is he?
Hey, Scooby Doo, hit me up send me a message through Messenger on Facebook, and I'll speak with you about that, and I'll try to get in contact with him and shit and talk to him and see what he's talking about and shit, and then I'll talk to Mr. Palmer about it.
Yeah, I'll be happy to. Yeah, I mean, I'm willing to talk to anybody that's about making change and growing this fathers movement, man, for real. I never heard of him though. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, I ain't never heard of him either. That's why I want a little bit more information, and I'll reach out. Shit, I don't give a shit. I'll reach out to him.
What's up, Rob? How you doing, brother? Man, the best knowledge page ever I came across thus far. We all got to keep supporting this problem to the fullest. I appreciate you, bro. I'm about to make a change. And you know what? It's funny you say that, bro. Hey, Daniel, I've been getting emails and inboxes, people telling me other groups are full of shit. I ain't gonna call them names though, saying they full of shit.
Call them out by name.
Well, I'm not, because I mean, I ain't gonna research. I don't care. I don't care.
Now, normally I'm not a petty person to, throw people's names out like that and try to cause drama. However, in this, you best believe I'm that fucking petty, because if you're giving these men, I'm not gonna say the names. No, I'm not gonna say the names.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I'm not saying any names, I promise. But my thoughts on the matter is, if you're trying to claim you're about helping fathers and you're giving them bogus information, wrong information and shit like that, no, you need to be called the fuck out, because people don't need to be going to your shit, wasting their goddamn time when they could be finding the real shit they need to learn and learning that instead, which is actually going to be helpful for them.
Oh, I agree with that. I mean, the ones that came to me told me, basically, what they was before, they not now. It's like they got more commercialized and start putting more women in and letting them run the show, and now it's all out of whack. It's all about money.
And then whenever you go on them groups and you start putting in actual information that's real and legit and helpful, they ban you from them groups. I've been banned from like 5 of them because I've been giving actual information and everything that's helpful. And then you'll get these clown ass admins that start saying, oh, it don't apply. And then when literally everybody in the fucking group starts telling the admin they're wrong, the admins get butthurt because you made them look stupid, and they ban you because you actually put helpful information on the page.
And that's why I don't reach out to other groups, because I don't want nobody saying you trying to take my people or you trying to take my shine. That's why I just do me. It's a few that I talk to that I'm cool with, but I don't be running around trying to network and link, because the ones that did try to come at me about networking, they told me I had to change, fuck child support. Go fuck yourself. I ain't changing shit.
Well, see, and I did try to fucking network and link up and shit and try to fucking work with these groups about helping, because my thing is, I'm actually about trying to bring about change and trying to help people who are in this situation. I'm not just trying to talk about it, trying to make money, trying to fatten my bank account. Since I've been talking about this shit, started trying to help people. Literally 0 cents. Nothing at all.
You came to me.
Not a single fucking penny.
You came to me to network, and I said, hey, come on in. I'm cool.
And I try to help out all these other groups, and because I'm giving real information now, they get butthurt because their members might actually get help and not give money to the groups and shit anymore.
But
that's a problem for them.
It shouldn't matter. The main goal is to, like I say, try to change the laws and make us better as men. See, that's why I say my page is not just about child support. It's also about making us better as men and learn to not fall for this shit twice, and teach our youngs and the ones who don't have kids, and also, I try to have humor and stuff like that. And hopefully when this pandemic's over with, I want to really have some annual events, some get-togethers. I mean, I'm all about just living a good life and changing the laws in our mind, man. That's it, man. Stay away from these baby mama terrorists and the nonsense, and try to find ways to get out of the court system. You know what I'm saying? If we can. So,
and see, that's why I hit you up wanting to come on and shit like that to
oh, you
talk
more
about,
than welcome. I appreciate you, bro.
Trying to give some knowledge about the laws and what people's rights are and shit like that, because that's what we need to do. That's what men lack, is that education and everything. So we need to help each other out. You know what I'm saying? Those of us who do know this stuff, need to help everybody who don't. That way more men know this stuff, so there's less victims.
Right, and that's all I'm about, man. But you got some that, like I said, they got different agendas and different vendettas, and I can't be
They're
around.
just trying to make money for themselves, and they don't really give a fuck about others, because the money that you giving them paid for them to get rights to their kids, so they don't need you anymore. Fuck you, basically.
Right. So, and it's fuck you too. So it's fuck you too. So
that's why I say I'll call them out by name. I give zero fucks.
Yeah, I know you
don't want on some shady shit. Hey, that's on you. You shouldn't be claiming you're trying to help men whenever you really ain't trying to fucking help.
Now the shady ones, I ain't nobody really said too much about a lot of shade. They were just saying that the group change is not about what it was before.
Yeah, and to me that's shady.
It got more commercial.
You ain't about helping men no more.
Yeah, it got more commercial and shit.
Yeah, because you ain't about helping men no more. You on some shady shit, claiming you about helping men and don't want to help men. That's shady as fuck.
Oh, I can't definitely. That's why I don't respect these so-called men that sit back and take up for these whores. Because I'm like, and these cats be on child support and all that bullshit, and they still do this shit. I don't know what they think they're getting out of it. Maybe they get some mad. I don't know, but I'm not going.
They still whip
at all.
They still whip. That's the problem. They still whip. Well, they still living under that thumb.
Shame on you.
Because if they don't kiss ass, they don't see their kids. Well, guess what? All you gotta do is make her mad, get you another girl, and watch how quick you don't see that kid anyway. So what? You supposed to just jack off the rest of your life while she has another man and multiple men or anything else? Also, you can see your kid. Now that's just stupid. You dumb.
It is stupid. That's why I say keep them veins cold, because you're gonna go through some shit that gonna make you maybe want to go to jail. But that's why I say keep them veins cold and do what you gotta do. Wash your hands if you have to.
Yep.
I don't care. I'll do what you gotta do, because I'm tired of seeing men commit suicide or even commit homicide. It ain't worth it, because you still lose either way.
Yep.
It ain't worth it. And it's unfortunate that people don't even want to use you. And you read that black book, you've been there, done it. You doing it now. And for somebody to say, "No, I'm good because you're gonna take my people," what the fuck I look like? I want anybody who can help and grow and make things right. That's all I'm about, man.
But you know what the best part about it is? They think they banned me for some made up reason. I asked them what I did wrong. They can never tell me. Oh, I'm just gonna listen to my admin. Well, what did your admin say I did wrong? You're giving false information. What did I say that was false? Oh, well, I'm just gonna listen to my admin. Okay, what did your admin accuse me of falsely stating? So I can explain it to you. Or so you can explain it to me, whichever way it needs to go. What did I say that was false? They can never have I ever been given an answer on what I said that was false and it been shown to be false. I can show them I can show where one group actually told me something I said that was false, but the problem is I wasn't wrong. That's the problem. I wasn't wrong. The admin was wrong, and everybody in the fucking group told his dumb ass he was wrong. His name's Andy Decker, by the way. The moron admin is Andy Decker. So he's full of shit and doesn't know anything. Don't listen to him.
Hey, good information. Shauna Lynn said if you're in Florida, there's a parental alienation lawyer named Lawyer Leslie. She charges $200 a month, and she represents you in court and get your rights back. You can look up on Facebook and YouTube. So anybody that's in Florida, or if your case is in Florida, go on her YouTube page. That's Lawyer Leslie. She only charges $200 a month, and she will represent you.
Hey, Shauna, hit me up. Send me a message with that, with her name and that, so that way I don't forget it and everything, so I can hit her up and try to speak to her about helping educate others too, please.
Yeah, because I definitely want to see. That's somebody I like to bring on the show to talk education and some knowledge. Alienation lawyer, we need more of those. I never heard no alienation lawyer.
Those are the people I try to hit up. Like, see that? Like, you'll see, like there's a lot of people that'll push that Isaac's law firm, and that seems like a fairly decent law firm that do try to help men to an extent. But I've asked them questions before that they don't answer, and it's like, okay, then how much y'all really doing? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I mean, yeah, they're doing more than what your average lawyer is going to do, but there's still a lot more they could do that they don't. And it's like, look, can we have a real conversation about educating men? And they don't even want to respond to that at all. They just ignore that altogether. They don't want to have a conversation about educating men. No, they just want you to pay them to do it for you when they're only going to go to a certain point and not cross that line anyway. And the only way to get any real results is to cross that line. You have to cross that line or you don't get their attention.
And that's why I crossed the line that I crossed. Like I tell people, I have nothing to lose.
Exactly.
I really don't. But just like Ron just said, you can't explain logic to someone who is only a someone on the internet, but a nobody in reality. I agree. Because that's why when I started in the beginning, I didn't show my face at first because I didn't know which way it was going to go. But when I saw it going the way I saw it going, which I did project it was, oh man, let them see who I am, because I don't want nobody thinking I'm some feminist trying to play a role, some baby mama trying to get a kickback. No, I'm a guy from Chicago. I'm out here. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows who I am online now. I got people who pretend like they don't know who I am, but they know who I am.
Well, see, and my thing is, I don't mind putting my face out there because I ain't trying to get nothing from you. I don't give a fuck. You can check in the shit I say. Find something I say that's wrong. So until you find some dirt on me, and even when you do, I'm gonna laugh at you because it's bullshit made up anyway. But I have no problem putting my face out there. I don't give a fuck. I'm ugly. Get used to it.
I got dirt. I got dirt on me. If you
I got dirt on me. Everybody's got dirt on them, but I mean, I ain't got nothing on me that's bad enough that it's gonna cause me any issues.
It ain't gonna right, exactly. That I don't. What, like I tell y'all, what's my dirt? I'm running for child support. I'm a low life. I'm a deadbeat. I live off a bitch. I ain't worth a damn. I own up to it. It can't get no worse than that. That's why I'm like,
pretty much about the same boat. Pretty much about the same boat they can say about me.
I own up to it. I wear fuck child support. I breathe fuck child support. I'm out here with my mask on saying fuck child support. It's not a secret. So when people they sit back and say, "Oh, you broke, you ain't got nothing, you a deadbeat, you bitter," I owned up to it. So what the fuck? But they still say it anyway. That's how stupid they are.
Well, that's about all I have on me too. That's about the only shit that you can find about me too, because I don't have a criminal record. I don't do anything wrong. I stick to myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't care for people really, so I don't like crowds because when people get together, there's just no respect, and I have an issue with that because, well, I'm Irish, so I don't deal well with disrespect. So yeah, I mean, there's nothing you can say about me because it ain't true.
Right. I mean, I own up. Like I was in Georgia when I was out there in Georgia. Some of my middle finger up. Fuck them. You know what I'm saying? I was out there. Motherfucker was trying to say that I live out there. Nah, I live in Chicago.
Look, it's like this. It's like this, my brother. I brag about being $70,000 in arrears on child support.
You should brag about
it. Shit like this on my Facebook page, on groups. I put it public and everything. I brag about being $70,000 behind on child support, and the fact that they don't fuck with me. I still got a license. They don't fuck with my paychecks. They don't try to come after me or any of that bullshit.
Exactly. So Frank Smith said, my personal experience with lawyers is that they are just taking money and giving false hope. Yeah, I dealt with that. Men need to cultivate and support legislators who want to push legal reforms for men's rights. I agree 100%.
Can I speak on that real quick?
Yeah.
So that's why I came right back. As soon as y'all start talking about that, I'm like,
about what? About what?
A lot of my clients are lawyers, man, and attorneys. So what I'm saying is like,
what you
got? All types. Some bankruptcy, some not too many family court lawyers, but I do know that a lot of these family court attorneys and stuff like that. Not all, and not the young lady that spoke about the person who she was talking about. They help out with men's rights, but a lot of these. Here's the thing, man. I have a marketing company. And when people say things like men's right attorneys and the other type of attorney, I can't remember what she said. I'm not saying all, but some of these attorneys it's a marketing tactic. Just like they market to divorces, just like they market to speeding tickets. They have a specific niche that they use, and what they'll do is they'll do like Daniel said. Instead of doing what a normal lawyer would do, they'll maybe take 1 or 2 steps further, and then it's still going to be a point where they can't do but so much. That's why it's more important to educate the brothers. And like Daniel said, they wasn't trying to do that. They educate the men instead of just like, well, just give me your money and I can fill out some paperwork and get you only 2 steps further than you were before. You're not going to get where you need to be. You'll just be 2 steps further.
Yeah, and the thing of it is these attorneys know damn well how to get you all the way across that line too, not just to the line, but all the way across.
Damn,
The
okay.
problem is though, these attorneys, these men's rights attorneys, they only deal with a couple different counties and everything else in court. So they don't go in there and rock the boat too far, because then they got to deal with the same judge on the next case. And when you piss off a judge, even though they're not supposed to, they still hold it against you and become biased. And these attorneys don't want that, because then their success rate drops and it can affect their income. Where in reality, if these judges pull that shit, if these attorneys would file the fucking documents and the lawsuits to remove these judges or to sue these judges for deprivation of rights and everything else, it would end the problem. But no, these attorneys won't tell you that. They think that once that you get screwed, they'll have you thinking there's nothing else you can do, when bullshit, you have many fucking options at that point.
Right. And that's why I said they full of shit.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying that's why I said they full of shit. You know what I'm saying?
So see what Shauna just said. A situation like this, she said she was alienated from her children. So she already have experience, so she would probably be more willing to take it a few steps further. But like I said, in general, a lot of those attorneys, they'll get you further than a general attorney would. Because they have a specific niche that and like I said, a lot of them, it's not like, okay, they're trying to help men. No, that's just a specific marketing niche. Let me pitch to men who need help. Just like they have lawyers, let me pitch to women who need help. Just like, let me pitch to people who got DUIs. Let me pitch to murderers. Everybody has a specific niche marketing, man. Everybody has a specific market that they do, and that's what it is. Are there some out there who actually want to help? Absolutely. But what I'm saying is, if that was the case, then why are these men with lawyers still getting screwed?
And that's just it. Now, like you said, and I'm glad you said that, because I was going to say it, there are exceptions to that rule. There are those very rare attorneys that really will fucking push and fight and everything else. I call them unicorn attorneys. The same with those judges that'll actually uphold the law. I call them unicorn judges, because the odds of finding one are that rare. Are so rare, you'll have a better chance of seeing a real life unicorn before coming across one. Not to say they don't exist, but the odds of ever coming across one is slim. So that's why I want Shauna to send me her information in a Facebook message, so I can speak to this lady and see about having her, seeing if she's willing to help and educate other men and everything else outside of her area type of shit, and even in her area. You know what I'm saying?
Look like this link right here. Somebody could click on and check. And you know what? By her charge only $200 a month, she probably got a lot of clients too. I'm sure she's making some bread.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Yeah. And
that's smart.
And let me say one more thing, fellas. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, that's cool. Go ahead.
So I'm gonna tell you what it's gonna take, and you guys might agree, you might not agree. It's gonna, like, when it comes to not just attorneys, but just as far as from a social standpoint, I think it's gonna take not only men, but it's gonna take some of these women too to help out with this situation. I'm talking about these because here's the thing: if we say something, we're automatically campaigning, we're not going to be child support. A lot of times the message don't get put across. But some of these women who have, like, because I hear some women be like, look, I don't like child support because I have a husband or a boyfriend who's going through it and it's messing up our family, and the chick is crazy, so they see it firsthand.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's going to take some of them to speak up as well. But like, look, I know I'm not on child support, but my boyfriend is, and it sucks for our family and whatever the situation is. So,
well, see, and that's why I hit up. That's why I've been hitting up, because I follow Danielle D'Souza on Facebook. I follow her dad too. That's the only reason I follow her, is because it started with her dad. But she's talking about being against abortion and shit like that. So I follow her too. But I've been hitting up her posts and shit, talking about trying to push for fathers' rights, because like all these young conservative females that are trying to get into politics now, like that Kim, what's her name in Baltimore, young gal, I forget her last name, but
Kim Klacik.
She knows, Kim Klacik. That's it. She knows all these ladies and everything else. These are young women who are trying to get into politics. They're going to have a powerful voice here real soon in this country. Even if they don't get elected, they're going to start having more and more of a powerful voice. So Danielle D'Souza agrees that the fatherlessness in this country is a serious problem. So I'm trying to keep pushing that to where I can get her to talk, so I can hopefully talk to her about, making this a bigger issue to bring more attention to it type of shit. Because then she can start talking to these other conservative females, and then we can start gaining more female support, because men ain't going to be able to do it alone. We have to have female help.
That's true.
Period.
That's true, but we got to start somewhere. We all band together. You know, we may need the females. We still have to come together as a whole because we still segregated for different reasons.
Yeah, but see, the thing of it is, the more females we get, the less the females on the other side matter, because there's enough men who are willing to work together to where if we get enough female support, then the rest ain't gonna matter. It's gonna bring change.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. Shout out to
me. I'm just trying to talk to whoever I can to try and help out and bring change to this. I don't give a fuck who it is. I'm gonna hit up everybody.
As long as they righteous and they for real, they ain't here trying to infiltrate. Because you got to watch out for these fake ass infiltrators. You know.
Nah, see, that's why I have some very specific questions I want to ask. Yeah, I'll know if they're real or not.
Hey, shout out to Mark. He just donated to the Fuck Child Support Fund, $20. Appreciate you. You know me. I need all the help I get. You know, paying this child support. Well, running for child support is a really hard job, man. I appreciate you, bro. Shout out to Mark, my man. And
yeah, I'm hitting up everybody on this.
I know that's right. They sent the child support warrant unit after my homeboy for being 7 months in their errors. In the rears, 14 officers sued up like SWAT, had the block locked down like he was Osama. Oh yeah, a deadbeat is right above a pedophile.
Pretty much. But you know the ironic part of it is? The ironic part of it is a DOJ memo. A DOJ memo. There's a DOJ memo that you can actually find online that states that courts are to find alternatives to jail for child support. So technically, they're not even supposed to be throwing you in jail anymore for child support arrears.
Oh, they not?
They're supposed to find an alternative.
Oh yeah, is that everywhere?
DOJ's federal government, federal law enforcement, they set federal guidelines. They set federal guidelines as far as it pertains to federal laws and such like that. And according to the Supremacy Clause, the Constitution and federal law are the highest laws in the land. So if the DOJ says that this is the way the law is actually supposed to go, they really don't have much choice but to follow.
Shout out to Shauna. They end up getting custody of the daughter because the mom started doing drugs. So congratulations, you and your husband. I'm glad. Good. You don't need to be child don't need to be around somebody that's a drug addict.
Yeah, definitely don't. That's a risk to the
baby. That's yeah, man. No, that's
I understand it might not be a baby, but it's still somebody's baby at some point, so it's still their baby.
For sure.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't think me personally, I don't think we're too terribly far off from actually bringing change, because there's a lot of noise being made about this topic right now, at least father's rights anyway. So I think we're only a matter of time away from it being brought up anyway.
No, I agree with you 100%, man.
Now, what they do with it, that's where the problems might come in. But I do think it's going to be one of the things that here within the next, hopefully the next couple years, but probably for sure within the next 5 or so, I think it should be in the national spotlight with a lot more attention.
No doubt.
One thing people could do, start flooding your fucking representatives, your elected officials, members of the House, members of the Senate, flood their fucking email mailboxes, their actual mailboxes, their voicemail, flood that shit with fucking calls about father's rights. Don't let them be able to deal with anything else until they address father's rights. Don't forget, they work for us.
I agree 100%.
Hey, look, I try to tell you, brothers, man, it's not just a bunch of, hood rats and raggedy chicks who are BMTs. Them professional chicks are the worst BMTs. The ones with degrees and all that. Don't get fooled by the demographic. I'm telling you, it doesn't make one bit of difference. You can have a BMT.
Not at all.
You can have a BMT that makes more money than you and still try to get some money out of you just to be spiteful. So those are the worst ones. Don't ever think I got me somebody who's educated. And first, I don't even want to get on the educated thing. People will throw the educated word around too loosely, but that's not even the conversation. Just understand that it doesn't matter, man. It could be a lower value woman. It could be a higher value woman. It could be a CEO. They all do the same thing, bro.
Yep. And it's all a means of control.
Yep.
See, women don't want equality. They want superiority. At least the radical feminists do. Not all women, because that would be false to say that. But the feminists who are engaging in the war on men, they don't want equality. They want control. And that's why we're in the situation we're in.
Yep, a felony for child support. That's what they try to pull. Yep. Oh, my man said I was a fool thinking getting a professional woman, I wouldn't have BM problems. When I learned a degree, just mean ain't shit professional. Yeah, they worse the worst, bro.
Y'all and these professional chicks, boy.
I've been there, done that, bro. That degree don't mean a mother for they BMT all the way. They full-fledged 100% bloodline BMTs. Shit.
Yep.
They worse. They can afford things, and they'll spend their money. They'll spend they'll go through hell, spend all their money to make you suffer and buy their kids and everything else. That's what these baby mama tears do with money. That's what say they worse than the low life baby mama tears with no money. Yeah.
Lie about their income and everything. Even professional women making fucking 6-figure salaries, a lie about their income, making it seem like they make 30, 40,000 a year just so you make more, just so they can get more child support.
Julius,
you think I'm bullshit? Nah, this happens all the fucking time. This shit's legit. It happens all the fucking time. There's probably multiple people in this group who's had it happen to them. Woman lied about what she was making, lowered what she was making, just that way she can get more in child support. I guarantee you there's multiple people in this group who's dealt with that. Guaranteed.
Yeah, you're right, man. Hey, Julius said he was at court Monday. Hey, how did it go? I hope it went good.
Julius I'm thinking not.
I know he went to my brother. I was like,
That's how I looked at it. Like that, bruh at the end was like, nah, bruh, that's just. I mean, yeah, and that's just this, Shauna. They take your license because you ain't paying child support. Like, okay, now you still got to go to work, and if you don't pay this child support, you're going to go to jail. But we're going to take your car so that way you can't go to work, even though you still got to work to pay this. It's like, what the fuck kind of sense does that shit make? You're going to take my license, meaning I can't go to work, but yeah, you still expect me to pay? Maybe instead of taking my license, if I don't have one, how about you give it back? How about you find a way to give me my license back? Or how about you help me find a way to make sure I get to work? How about you all set up some kind of program to transport these motherfuckers that you take their license from and they can't drive?
Check this out. An officer called me last week talking about he needs to talk to me about my case and give him a call back. And my man, I'm like, an officer, not my caseworker. What I need to talk to you for? He's still in my voicemail. Nah, I wouldn't talk to him. I don't know you, goofy.
Yeah, I wouldn't talk to him either.
Hell no, you called the wrong number. What's going on, Julius? What's good, bro?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hear me? All right. Yeah, court Monday, bro.
How'd it go?
It was like a little. She wanted to do a modification. It's been going on since the whole COVID thing went on. And court that we had, she had.
It's going in now, bro. Hey, Julius, it's going in now, bro. Your phone.
Yeah, cutting out pretty good. Froze up now, it looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got bad connection.
Hey, log out or come back in, bro. Yeah, like, yeah, it must have logged out. Yeah. It didn't sound good at all.
Nah, it sounds like things went south for him.
Yeah. What's up, Mason? What's going on? Appreciate you, bro. Louis say buddy snapping. Yeah. But yeah, man, I don't know. Like I say, we got a lot of work to do and we got time, man. But we gotta celebrate Dre right quick. That's him singing to his wife. It ain't about Easy no more. It ain't about Easy no more. Nicole.
Little hoe.
Let me ride. Just another home. You might get smoked, Lo. It's a must that I fuck with you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, shout out to Drake. Hey, he ain't dissing Easy no more. He dissing Nicole Young.
Yep. Yep.
This is Buster. Yeah.
Still good songs though. Still good music.
Frank say he ain't hear Dre wife or any of his album, right? But she won't have.
Yeah, talking about she's half of it. Man, where the hell you at then?
BMT diss of the year. You got that right, bro. Yep. I don't care how good a woman treats you until you do something make her hate you. You will never know her true stuff. You goddamn right.
Exactly, Ronald.
Facts. What's going on, bro?
All right, that better?
Yeah, loud and clear.
All right, word. Nah, it ain't as bad as y'all think it is, though.
Bro. Here we go.
I got a little frustrated, but it wasn't as bad as what happened was the last time we had court, because she was trying to do a modification, and the judge
on your child support.
Yeah, so the judge told her since it's COVID and everything, I only got to pay $30 a week. Remember, I was telling you that before.
Right.
And so she was mad. And so when she came back on the last court date, she made these accusations, right? Because she wrote a letter to the judge and said that there's some stuff that she needs to know because I'm lying. Basically, I make more money than I'm claiming.
Well, my thing is, what does she need to know? I mean,
yeah. So the judge, first of all, we had 5 court dates this year. She's only been to 1. She's only logged, we had to do the little Zoom thing. So she's only logged into 1. She only showed up to 1. And so that was my first thing to the judge. I'm like, she's only came to 1 court date. That was me. I'd be in jail because I have a warrant out. So anyways, so we had, went to the thing, logged in and everything. And I was like, Judge, did you see that the stuff I gave you? Because she said I didn't file taxes. And when I was at the shop, I wasn't paying child support from the shop and a couple other things. So the judge asked me to basically prove her wrong. So I got everything together, sent it in to the judge. And when we was in court, the judge was like, all right, you guys all set. You guys, the support's going to remain the same, blah, blah. So we're pretty much good here. And the reason why we didn't have it last time because of the riots and stuff here, they was trying to burn down the courthouse. But that's a whole nother story. But so then I was like, hey, did you get that stuff I sent you? And the judge was like, yeah, I got it. I appreciate you sending it in. All right, we're going to go. I'm like, hey, so did you get the stuff I sent you? And she was like, yeah, I got it. I appreciate you. Appreciate you sending it in. I said, so you're not going to say nothing to her for lying? She was like, well, we got to go to the next court date. See you guys later. Click.
Oh, no.
I was like, wow. I was like, wow. So she can come on here and lie her ass off. Excuse my French. I don't usually cuss, but
no, it's good.
She come on here and lie like that. Then I prove her wrong, and all you got to say is, yeah, thanks for sending it in.
Wow.
I was like, boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy.
No wonder you said, bro.
Yeah. I was like,
that's
man.
fucked up.
So you lied in court.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you have to take an oath that you're telling the truth and everything. You lied in court and nothing happened.
She should have been in contempt.
So
perjury is not consent. Perjury is actually criminal. That should be jail.
Yeah, that's criminal. Yep.
There's actually federal statutes for perjury, which means it's criminal because it's a violation of federal law, and the federal statutes don't apply to federal cases. The federal statutes are the law. It doesn't. It's perjury is perjury. Period.
So I sent her a text and I said, well, since that's out the way, we finna talk about this visitation, right? She was like, I was like, so when's a good time we can meet up? You know, we're gonna set this calendar up. And she goes, what's good for you? No, she said, basically she asked a question when I asked her a question. She didn't want to answer the question. And after that, I told her, you know, we can meet up next week sometime. You know, that's when I'm off of work, blah, blah, blah. Haven't heard nothing back from her. So I would just write up on the calendar the days and the months that I want the kids. I'm going to just go through the court just like she did. Plain and simple.
I would.
Plain and simple.
And that's why she only get $30 a week.
Yep.
Goddamn right.
Yep.
So
yep. She has got her son a brand new Mustang. She has another son.
Oh, I was say your son?
Nah, not my son. She got him a brand new Mustang. He just turned 16. He has a 2019 Mustang sitting in the garage. Yep. She works for the Pace. You know how much they get paid, Palmer.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. She's only working there for like the last year, but she worked for the Pace, so she's getting $25 or more an hour.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She gets child support from her son's dad, which he works for the Pace, and she get about $1,800 from him. She gets Social Security from her son, which is about $800 a month. She get my child support plus her job, and she always hollering broke.
Oh, man, I wish I had some money like that. That'd be nice.
Bro. I'm over here scraping.
Oh shit!
Of course.
Hey, Daniel, I got. I don't know if you heard or watched some of the ones that we had before, that we was on before, but it's this chick at work, and her daughter's dad. Yeah. I want to hear what he got to say about this. Her daughter's dad ain't seen her daughter since she was 3. Ain't paid no child support, nothing. Right there, I'm like, oh, you know, he should be doing something, you know, at least be in a girl's life or whatever. He doesn't even desire to be in the daughter's life. So anyways, she was telling me that Wisconsin, he lives in Nebraska right now. He's lived in Nebraska for the last, I think, 12 years. He's a DJ out there. He got 6 more kids, et cetera, et cetera. He got most of his kids' moms to drop the back child support.
Yeah.
And he sent her a letter asking if she can do it too. So when she went to Wisconsin child support system, and they said she can sign this letter of to make, because they can't go and pick them up in Nebraska, and then Nebraska won't extradite them here either. So she said they want her to sign this letter, so it's a federal felony case. So basically, so that way now they're able to go pick him up from Nebraska, bring him back here, and put him in jail.
Oh, he's gonna be able to beat him,
right?
What's that?
That's the one you try to get me to talk to, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, yep. She ain't trying to come on. She thinks she's gonna get ridiculed.
yeah.
Nah, he can get that thrown out. He can get that thrown out easily in countersue.
I never heard of that. Like, I never heard of it being a felony.
It's debtor's prison. It's they're throwing you in jail for a debt, and they can't do that.
Yep. That's the only people that can do that is IRS.
Exactly. Only the IRS. And child support's not the fucking IRS.
Nope.
They have to uphold and support federal guidelines and rules and laws as it relates to child support. And as the DOJ said in the letter the DOJ sent out, states are to find an alternative to jail for child support arrears. He'll get it thrown out. He can probably even get her in some trouble for fucking trying to pull that shit.
He ain't that smart though. He ain't that smart to try to contest it. You know what I'm saying?
Even still, though, the thing of it is the federal courts don't view child support the same way the state courts do. Because you can legit find all kinds of federal case law that says child support is unconstitutional and illegal. As such, I doubt they're going to be able to do much, because if it goes federal, all he's got to do is start citing these cases, and guess what's going to happen? His whole child support is going to get thrown out altogether, and then she ain't getting shit.
Wow.
That would actually be beneficial to him to have it go fucking federal and them trying to do anything on the federal level. That gives him an opening in federal court to cite these cases and get the whole fucking thing thrown out.
Wow.
Future, current, arrears, all of it tossed.
Yep. They do that to me. They do that to me, shoot. File a federal case on me.
The problem is, though, is child support is not something you can take to the federal courts because child support in itself is not a matter of federal law.
Yeah.
It's a matter of a constitutional violation.
And she even told me straight up, she was like, I know you ain't gonna want to hear this, but I'm doing it out of spite.
No, we know. We already know.
That's
her daughter's 15. She's about to be 18.
And ain't she married? Ain't she married?
She married now too.
And he knows it, man. Get the fuck. I wish I would marry her ass.
Yeah. She married.
That man still care about dude or something. No, I ain't going.
Sorry about the puppy, y'all. I'm not at home.
It's cool.
I'm at my old lady's parents' house, and they got a puppy. I got one of my dogs over here, my older dog, and puppy's barking at it, trying to get him to play.
Yeah, it's cool, but I'm finna log out anyway. You know, I got to run for my child support. I got a lot of
people.
Yeah, man. Hey, Julius. Hey, so what you got planned this weekend?
Tomorrow I got to teach a class. Sunday I'm off. Yeah, so Sunday's my only free day. Tomorrow I got to teach a class and I got to work my regular job.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Daniel, what you got going on, man?
I have a revision to type up to file Monday, and then my amended witness list has to be filed on Monday. I got to do that too, but that ain't gonna take me but maybe a half hour, an hour.
Yeah, okay, that's what's up, man. Hey, I got it tomorrow. I'm just gonna rip and run. You know, I told you I'm running. I ain't gonna catch it. I'm running.
I feel you.
And then Sunday, chill, get my hair cut and relax.
Yeah.
That's it, man.
Watch them Bears. With these Bears.
Oh man, you still got hope for them.
Oh yeah.
I don't even watch football.
I'm up here in Wisconsin. I got to, bro.
Bears play Wisconsin.
Oh yeah.
Oh well, Bears gonna lose.
I don't even watch football no more. I quit watching football when Manning retired.
Yeah.
Peyton Manning.
Okay.
I don't know if his dumbass brother still plays.
All right, man. I'm gonna go on and log off, man. Daniel, I'm gonna call you sometime tomorrow, bro. Julius, I'm gonna call you tomorrow. I gotta talk to you tomorrow too. Ron, I'm gonna call you in a couple of minutes. Y'all be safe. Have a good weekend, man. It's Dre.
Joe.
Yeah, have a good one.
All right, bro. It's Dre Day. All right. Peace. All right, guys. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. I gotta run. That's why I got my hoodie on, because I gotta get back out the door and run for the child support. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate y'all tuning in as always. Please like, please subscribe, please share. Everybody that's on Facebook, if you got YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to my page. If you don't, go ahead and join anyway. Help build the page up. Everybody who's on on YouTube, you got Facebook, you know, sign it to Fuck Child Support on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. Hey, I enjoyed this conversation. There's something real and deep we got to definitely talk about, man. And for those who not married, why even bother to get married? I'm married, and I'm telling you why get married. What you get married for? Don't even waste your time, man. You know what I'm saying? If you got somebody that you want to marry, make sure you got that paperwork straight. If you don't, you'll be like Dre, going through it, wasting your money and spending money. So, or losing money. It ain't worth it. So y'all definitely have a good weekend. I might do a live Sunday, not sure yet. Brenda, you definitely have a good weekend. Flyboy, Jonathan, Frank, everybody else, you know what I'm saying? Y'all be cool. And you know how I always end it. I'm Mr. Palmer, and this conversation is over. Fuck child support.